Greetings and welcome to another video. Today, October the 8th, 2024, and Linden Lab, 6 hours ago, released some news, a change to a policy. It would be the Gachas return. That's right. If you've missed the Gachas, well, Linden Lab has did some magic and refangled around the legal requirements, and now the Gachas have returned. However, they're not transferable. Let's go ahead and go over what the blog post that Linden Lab put out says. Gotcha policy changes for 2024. What you need to know. Entry posted by Linden Lab. Used to, it would name the Linden who posted the article. They don't do that anymore. Just an observation. We're excited to announce an important update to our policy regarding the use of gotchas and similar mechanisms in Second Life. Effective October the 7th, 2024, our community will once again be able to create and enjoy gotcha style purchases in World with some important new restrictions to ensure compliance with the evolving legal landscape around chance based content transactions. What's changing? In 2021, we implemented a general prohibition on gotchas to align with global regulatory concerns. Starting October the 7th, 2024, we are lifting this prohibition. Residents can once again engage in gotcha based sales, but with a key new rule. Gotcha items, including the boxes or containers they come in, must not be transferable. This means that once you purchase a gotcha item, it is yours. It cannot be passed on to others. It is yours and yours alone. You can't resell it, you can't give it away because it won't be possible because they have to be non transferable. Key highlights: no transferability. Gotcha items and their containers must be set as no transfer to ensure that they can only be used by the buyer. This applies to both the object inside and any packaging used for delivery. Breedables, breedable pets, and other life simulation content are exempt from this policy and can continue to operate as they have before. Games of skills. If a game of skill, like throwing darts or spinning a wheel, is used to win a prize, it is still permitted as long as the prize and its container are marked as no transfer. Subscription boxes are unaffected as long as all participants receive the same content. Different items distributed to different subscribers based on chance are now allowed. Warnings and enforcement. Violations of this new policy will result in warnings or removal of items and vendor systems. Repeated violations can lead to account suspension, termination, or loss of land. Why the change? At Linden Lab, we believe in giving our residents the freedom to engage in a wide range of activities in Second Life. The changes in the legal climate surrounding gotchas and loot boxes have allowed us to relax our restrictions while still maintaining protections for our community. For more detailed information on the specific rules and exceptions, please refer to our updated gotcha policy FAQ. So we're going to go ahead and go to that. Right, so Linden Lab official gotcha policy. Updated policy regarding gotcha transactions. So this is what I read. But there's a discrepancy already. All right, so let's go back. Starting October the 7th, 2024, we are lifting this prohibition. Okay. Today is October the 8th, 2024. We all know that Linden Lab is headquartered in California. So they're 3 hours behind me, and I'm on EST. So this blog post was posted 6 hours ago. Let's do some math. So 6 hours ago for me would be 3 p.m. If you subtract 3 hours from that, that would be 12 noon. So this article was posted 12 noon SLT or Pacific time, right? California time, where Linden Lab is. It's 12 noon. It says starting October the 7th. Well, that was yesterday. Now, let's go back to the FAQ page. Here, beginning October the 8th, which is today, Linden Lab is updating the prior general prohibition of the September 1st, 2021 policy prohibiting gotcha transactions. I know it's nothing major. I just made an observation that there was a difference, and I'm just putting that out there. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the FAQ. What is the reason for the update to the policy? Linden Lab believes in giving our residents as much freedom as possible to enjoy Second Life. The latest changes in the legal climate related to gotchas and loot boxes have given us an opportunity to lessen the formerly more restrictive policy. Okay, does that actually answer the question? What is the reason? Okay, basically, it just says we've decided we're going to allow it, considering that a law has changed. Maybe some people would like to know what that law is, you know, give it some context, some more background. But it's just Linden Lab believes that giving our residents as much freedom. I reckon with the gotchas now being non transferable, that's going to upset a lot of people. What was the reason for the former policy? Linden Lab had adopted the previous policy to mitigate potential risk that may arise from a changing legal climate related to gotchas and loot boxes. Okay, what was that legal climate? What what was the law? What changed? I mean, we know the outcome of that change because it affected everybody because Linden Lab changed the policy in 2021 and they've reverted it but changed it to be non-transferable. So it's like, well, what changed in the legal climate? I mean, I personally would like to know what permissions are required on the gotcha or loot box item. Any item being acquired through a gotcha machine, vendor, loot box, or similar delivery mechanism must not be transferable to anyone beyond the original recipient of that item. Does the item being delivered by a gotcha vendor have to be no transfer? Yes. Any item being sold or delivered out of a gotcha vendor must be set as next owner, no transfer, including the box the item may be contained in for delivery purposes. How are subscription boxes affected? Subscription boxes are not affected as long as all subscribers are getting the same content box. Different items being sent to different subscribers on a chance basis is now permitted, but must be set next owner no transfer. This includes the box the item may be contained in for delivery purposes. It is a game that requires skill to win a prize you want permitted going forward. For example, you throw a dart and you must hit a number to get the prize corresponding to that number. Yes, this will be allowable as long as the prize is set as next owner, no transfer, including the box the item may be contained in for delivery purposes. I'm selling an item that is known, paid for, and delivered to a purchaser. And for each purchaser, they are entered into a prize drawing where randomly selected people who bought the item may receive a rare item as a result of the drawing. Is this permitted? This is permitted. However, you must also provide a free, concise, and easy way for anyone to enter into the random drawing with an equal chance to win. Oh, wow. Okay, so you have an item and you're selling it, and that item is known, right? So, Bob the Bear. So, I'm selling Bob the Bear. Everybody knows that I'm selling Bob the Bear. It's paid for and delivered to someone who just bought Bob the Bear from me. Now, because that person bought Bob the Bear, that automatically enters them into a prize drawing that I'm having. And all the people who bought Bob the Bear from me are randomly selected, and one of them may receive a rare item as a result of the drawing. You with me? So that is permitted. However, I also would have to provide a free, concise, and easy way for anyone to enter into the random drawing with an equal chance to win. Now I'm wondering, I'm just using me and Bob the Bear as an example. If I did that, and knowing that it is permitted, however, I have to also allow a free, concise, and easy way for anyone to enter into the random drawing with an equal chance to win. So those that paid for Bob the Bear, they're automatically in the drawing. But technically, they paid to get into that drawing, right? Prize drawing. So if I provide a free another way to be entered into the drawing for free, then those people that bought Bob the Bear would be upset because then that wouldn't be fair. Hmm. Can I sell an item and also then include an unknown random item attached as a bonus? For example, like a buy one, get one free, a BOGO, but the free item is the random unknown item. This is permitted as long as the free random unknown item is set as next owner, no transfer. This includes the box the item may be contained in for delivery purposes. Could a conveyor belt system work to continue selling transferable gotcha items in accordance with the prior September 1st, 2021 policy? Yes. To qualify as a conveyor belt design, the vendor must display the item currently being purchased, in addition to a preview of the next two, at minimum, items to follow prior to purchase. Items sold in this manner are permitted to be transferable. Example: the vendor board selects an item at random and displays it for purchase. That item remains on display and available for purchase until a buyer touches the vendor, which locks it to them for purchase. This allows the buyer to purchase the item and have it delivered. The vendor unlocks, then selects another item at random, displays it for purchase, and the cycle repeats. So we're going to look at this example here. So this is the conveyor belt model example. I'm sure this is known to most of y'all. So let's go back to the FAQ. How are breedables impacted by this policy change? This current policy is not currently being extended to breedables or other life simulation products. Can you further clarify how breedables are safely sold in the current regulatory environment? Breedables should be sold with at least two known traits exposed at the time of purchase. Any two traits qualify. Example: species, gender, color, and other attributes. Alternatively, breeders can be sold as no transfer items with no traits identified. Will popular games like Seven Seas be impacted by this policy change? Maybe. While the main fishing game itself is not directly impacted due to the mechanics involved with offering a free to play capability and the fact that the fish received have no value, the game has an open use element that can allow for chance based content awards that are also enabled through game enhancement purchases. Use of the game to create an element of a buy in and chance based outcome where the caught items have value must be set as next owner, no transfer. This includes the box the item may be contained in for delivery purposes. We've had our own system of being able to purchase points with Lindens. You can use your points on a wheel that you spin to get a random item. Would this be allowed? Yes, as long as the points are not allowed to be used on anything else in Second Life, and the item purchased with those points cannot be transferred. The points also must not be exchangeable for lindens or referred to as currency. Could any newly developed sales mechanism or newly created items be called gotcha going forward? Yes. The return to use of the term is now permitted with this policy update as of September 2024. So you can keep using the word gotcha. Now, maybe a lot of people will be happy with that. How are Linden homes affected? Linden homes are not impacted by the policy changes. What does Linden homes have to do with any of this? Have not missed anything. I went over everything. Any questions that Linden Lab thought that we might come up with or scenarios, it's all here. And the article itself, yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Let me read this last line on the article itself. I failed to before. With the holiday shopping season approaching, we are excited to see how creators and residents will engage with these new opportunities of Second Life while adhering to these updated guidelines. Yeah, get your spend more money subliminal message in there, Linden Lab. So there you go. I hope that informs you. If you have any questions or comments, please just put them down below. And always, I will put the description to good use by also putting the article link in the description below. And yeah, y'all caught it. I was tripping over my words there, but boy, I came out, pulled myself out. Alrighty, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.